So the topic today for today, students, is the life history variation from page 231 of NCERT. Let's read from the NCERT first, then we will move over to the notes. So the population evolves to maximize their reproductive fitness. When we talk about the reproductive fitness, this means that population will always bring the adaptations or features so that there could be better reproductive fitness. When we say fitness, fitness means overall at the end there will be survival of a good number of offsprings in the next generation. So this is called as the reproductive fitness. And populations, because every species wish to continue in the next generations also, so to continue, for the continuation of species in the future years to come, it is must that the population should adapt or should develop such features so that they are able to be called reproductively fit. Fit also means to leave maximum individuals in the next generation, and it is also called as the Darwinian fitness. So as per NCERT, reproductive fitness is also called as Darwinian fitness, and this means that there will be a higher R value. We have already covered R value in the last lecture, that is birth rate minus death rate. That means more individuals are added, that is called as the higher R value. So population evolves to maximize their reproductive fitness, also called as Darwinian fitness. That means the higher R value in the habitat in which they live. Under particular set of selection pressures. Now what are selection pressures? There would be organism facing various types of pressures from the environment. It could be biotic pressure, or it could be the abiotic pressure. So there could be many type of selection pressures going on. So under the particular set of selection pressure, organism evolve towards the most efficient reproductive strategy. Like for example, during the course of evolution, organisms have developed various types of reproductive strategy. Like some reproduce once in their life and produce large number of seeds or large number of eggs or large number of individuals, because they know that they are going to reproduce only once in a year or once in their lifespan, and that's why they need to add as many individuals as possible. In such cases, the organisms produced for the next generation in the form of seeds or in the form of eggs or in the form of new individuals generally tend to be smaller in size because their numbers are more. And in such cases, chances of survival are less. That's why they produce large number of them. Now in the same manner, when we read the NCERT, some organisms breed only once in their life. So there are example like Pacific salmon fish. We all know this fish, salmon fish, only breeds once in their lifetime. We have already covered in this chapter that the salmon fish is supposed to move up into the fresh water from marine water. It's a migratory type of fish, so it lay eggs in the fresh water, starts its life as a freshwater fish and then migrate down into the marine water. So while other breeds many times during their, so even we have learned about bamboo in the first chapter, that it's a monocarpic type of plant. Monocarpic plants are those which flower and fruit only once in their life and then they die. So while others breed many times during their lifetime, so we can read from the NCERT, there are some organisms which breed many times in their life. So most of the birds, most of the mammals, they all breed many times in their life. Some produce a large number of small offspring. So there is one category, organism reproducing once, an organism reproducing many times. Second type is some produce large number of but small sized offspring. So we all know oysters, we know the fish which are found in the open water are called pelagic fishes. So these fishes and oysters are supposed to reproduce and produce large number of but small size offsprings. On the other hand, there would be organisms where the offsprings produced are large in size but they are small in number. For example, in the case of birds, we all know birds lay maximum 4 or otherwise 2-3 eggs, not more than that. And when we talk about mammals also, like you look at the elephant baby size, it is huge in size, and just one baby will be, or one calf would be produced at one time. The same goes with the human case also. Maximum time it is a single baby developing in the mother's body, rarely two or more than that, rarely. So this shows that some organisms reproduce once in their life, some reproduce many times, some produces large size and small number of babies, and some offsprings are supposed to be produced in more number and smaller size. So now there will be a question in our mind, which one is better? So this all depends upon what environmental stressful conditions or pressure the organism's ancestors were facing while they were evolving. So which is desirable for maximum fitness? Ecologists suggest that the life history traits of the organisms have evolved in relation to the constraints. There were negative pressure in the surrounding, and the organisms were facing these negative pressures, and these pressures are in the form of abiotic and biotic component habitat which they live. So the evolution of the life history trait is different species is currently an important area of research being conducted by the ecologists. So the organisms have tried to develop strategy as per the conditions they were facing. That's why some reproduce once, some reproduce many times, some produce large number of babies, some produce few number, some produce small size babies, some produce the large size babies.